Next is a conversation with His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, recorded on September 9th, 1976, in Vrindaban, India.
And the daughter, young daughter, out of ignorance, she committed some offense, took one fork and pierced through one insect. The Muni was sitting there as insect. So the result was, because she offended, all the men of the king, I mean the soldiers, the secretaries, they stopped passing urine and stew.
So the Muni was there in the form of an insect?
Yes.
And she pierced it? Oh.
So the result was that all of them became without hypnosis. So the king could understand there is some offense. So, because normally the kings are saintly person. He asked all his men, what you have done? Then the girl said, Father, I have done this. Then he begged with me. And he experienced this girl out of it. She was very angry that Chavan Muni has his attitude was always angry. All of them became very much angry. Then she asked whether your girl is married. King could understand that he wants to marry my daughter. Otherwise, why is inquiry? And he was so old, and I have got my skin still tight. They all loose, flat, just like, huh?
Oh, he was all flat.
And he was old. So he had to be, otherwise the whole thing was catastrophic. So the king said, yes, so she is not married, if you like, and offer my daughter to you. Then everything was settled. But the daughter was young and he was like her great-grandfather. That was not at all suitable, but he had to offer. So this girl also took it seriously, and she was serving the old husband very faithfully, like an honest, chaste wife. Never mind. Then, some days after, the same saintly person was visited by two heavenly physicians, Ashwini Kumar. The Ashwini Kumar, they had some difficulty. They are not allowed in the society of the demigod while drinking somaras. They had some defects, something like that. So when the physician came to see Chavan, he said that if you can give me young age, beautiful, you can make me by your treatment, beautiful young man, which is very pleasing to young girls, then I shall give you the facility of drinking somaras in the society of demigods. Yes. He made a very nice, beautiful looking young man by taking him to a certain lake, and they dipped down and all of them became fresh young man, beautiful, very beautiful. So this chaste wife, she could not recognize who is my husband? But they look on, a very beautiful young man.
Chaivana and his followers, or?
Chaivana became young.
Yeah.
And those Sinakumar also became.
Oh, they all went in.
Because they dipped down in a certain lake. In this way, he became a very beautiful young man. Then, her Somjogga, his father-in-law, the daughter's father came. He came. So, he was surprised. I was there. My daughter is another young man. Really? And he told her, what is this? You are defaming your husband's family and my family. He began to chastise like that. But just see. Because he sees that I got my daughter married with old Chaman. How is that with a young man? You see. Condemned like anything. And she was laughing. She knew that I have not changed my husband, I have changed her body. Then he said, my dear father, don't be angry, he is your real son-in-law. He has become now young while treatment. Then he was very pleased and embraced her daughter. That you are, this is basic. Even one has got an old, going to die husband. She cannot change. This is just.
Once a woman was married, then that was finished. No more no connection with any other man.
No, that's one man is sufficient. She must remain very faithful to her. Just. That is what. Not that I do not like this husband, I change. That is not.
That's wasted.
Whatever your father and mother has chosen, that's all. He is your worshipable husband. This point I wanted to bring. And his father was surprised. How is that? I got him married with an old man. Some other circumstances I was obliged. How is that we have picked one young man? He chastised her like anything. Then when he came to understand that the same old man has become now young man by medical treatment, then he was satisfied. So you cannot change. I have seen it. On my father's friend, he was a very old man. My father was also. He was at that time not less than 65. But his wife died and he was married with another young girl. When his sister forced him to marry, that unless you marry, he will look after you, you have no children. But I have seen that young woman who was married with that gentleman, who in our childhood, we used to call her Didi. Didi means elder sister. The relationship was very thick and thin. But that old man, not than 65, and this young woman, now at most 20 to 25. She was serving the husband like a there is no question of changing or being dissatisfied.
Now they bring him up to be independent.
But it is a question of culture. Culture. She was king's daughter, royal. The man was Muni and old, rotten, older than me. All the skin had become flattened. But still, she was hanging. It's like what she was wrong. The age defines his great-grandfather and great-granddaughter. You'll find in Bhagavad. Lord Shiva, he could not construct even a house. He was living underneath a tree. And his wife, Durga, Sististhiti Palaya Sadhana Sakti. She can create a new world. So powerful, Durga is. She is living with her husband underneath a tree. Never had claims, my dear husband, if you cannot, I can make one. There is a story about that. That people criticize us, all right, let us have some house. So, Lord Shiva, Durga, both of them capable to do anything. So they constructed very nice gold. Now it has lived. So there is new house center ceremony. So one Bhargava Muni was invited as Brahman, many other Brahmins. So they began to eat so much that story I forget it. Then whatever stock they have finished, then when, after eating, when they wanted, they give us dakshina, because after eating this. So, lots of wife, shall I get everything I have finished? And then they began puzzled what to do. So Lord Shiva said, all right, you take this one. Again they become underneath the tree. All right, as Dakshina, I will take this one. Don't bother. The house entrance ceremony was, as a result of the ceremony, they became again underneath the tree.